It started as just another night. A group of us driving home from a party in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We were tired, but not too tired to talk, laugh, and make fun of each other. The road was quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you feel like something's off. Then we saw her, standing by the side of the road, a girl in a white dress, her long dark hair covering her face. She looked lost, and it was freezing out. We pulled over without thinking, the headlights cutting through the darkness like a knife. She climbed into the back seat, wordlessly, and we didn't think anything of it at first. Her skin was pale, almost ghostly. Her eyes were hidden behind that long hair. We asked her where she was headed, and without saying a word, she just pointed in the direction of the cemetery up ahead. Something about her made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, but I brushed it off. Maybe she was just scared. Alone, you know? As we got closer to the cemetery, I turned around to ask her again, but when I looked back, she was gone. Just vanished. We were all silent, confused. We thought maybe we were just imagining things, but then one of us looked her up online the next day. We found a news article about a woman who had died years ago in a car accident on the exact road we had been driving, the exact spot where we picked her up. Her name? Unmistakable. It was her. I'll never forget the chill that ran through me. We didn't pick up a hitchhiker that night. We picked up a I don't know what possessed us to mess with that doll. It was a sleepover at my friend's house in Florida, and we were just looking for something to do. We found the doll in the attic, old, dusty, with a face that looked like it was right through you. At first, we thought it was funny. It was so creepy we couldn't stop laughing at how weird it looked. But that laughter didn't last. We started taking pictures with it, goofing around until one picture caught my eye. The doll's eyes. They weren't looking where we had set it. No, it was staring directly into the camera, as if was looking at us. My heart sank. I showed the others and we all felt it. That feeling was wrong. That night, doors slammed by themselves, lights flickered, and worst of all, there was the sound of laughter, but not from any of us. It was soft, faint, like someone else was with us, someone who's supposed to be there. We tried to get rid of the doll. We buried it in the yard, but it didn't stop. One of us especially couldn't shake it. She started having nightmares about the doll. She'd wake up screaming, saying it was standing at the foot of her bed, staring at her with those cold, lifeless eyes. It's still out there, somewhere. We didn't believe the stories, not at first. The forest in Ohio had a reputation, sure, but we were teenagers. We thought we were invincible. So, one night, a group of us decided to go hiking in those woods. No flashlights, no cell phones, just the thrill of the unknown. But the deeper we went, the heavier the air got. It felt like we were being watched. Then we heard it. A snap of a twig, then another, and another. At first we thought it was an animal, but then, the footsteps matched ours. Exactly. We stopped. The sound stopped. We started walking again, and so did the footsteps. We made it to a clearing, and that's when we saw him. A man standing there in old-fashioned clothes. He just at us, unmoving. We approached him, but he vanished. Vanished into thin air. We ran. But the forest didn't feel the same. The way out wasn't the same. The sounds of footsteps continued following us no matter how fast we ran. When we finally made it out, we were shaken. We thought it was over. But some of us still see him, in our dreams. It was supposed to be a fun night, just a movie with friends. But the theater was different. It was old, had that musty smell of history in the air, the kind of place where you half expect to see something strange. The movie started, and we were the only ones in the theater, or so we thought. We noticed her about halfway through the film, a woman sitting alone in the front row. Her face was pale, expressionless. We thought maybe she was just another latecomer, but no one else had come in. We decided to ask her if she was enjoying the film, but when we went to speak to her, she was gone. We searched the entire theater, but she was nowhere. We asked the staff the next day, and that's when we found out. There was a woman who had died there years ago. They said she still came to watch the films, and no one knew why. These aren't just stories. These are the things that haunt us. They aren't just memories. They're real. And they're out there, waiting for the moment when we let our guard down. So, the next time you see someone by the side of the road or hear a door creak in an empty room, remember sometimes what's is never truly gone. Stay aware, stay safe, and whatever you do, don't look back.